All right, pile number 3. So what's coming at you in the next 2 weeks? A lot is happening. We're kind of all over the place here, but a lot is coming through in regards to money, changing out jobs, um, doing things a little bit differently in regards to how you're actually making money. A lot of this energy for me too is the feeling of like I'm so ready to throw in the towel here, okay? Um, Defeated, depleted, blah, that kind of a feeling where you've been trying so hard to make something happen, do something different in your life, but it's not necessarily coming along as quickly as you were expecting things to happen, and it's causing you to kind of lose your speed, lose your ambition here. Um, but the good news is that we are looking at the next 2 weeks ahead, and I'm feeling extremely positive about the movements forward in this energy, okay? First of all, it's going to be extremely important here for you to understand that you have done everything that you have possibly could do in this situation, um, to make things happen. It's just a matter of you right now just kind of taking a step back a little bit and just giving yourself some time to breathe here, okay? You're clearly, going around and around and around in your head about a lot of different things. Now, they're also telling me this is tying to other aspects too, for other sides of this reading, but for the overall energy and the overall message here is that, and they're telling me there's a marriage in here, okay? So you've done everything you could possibly do, everything you could possibly think of to make it happen, to make it right in your life. But it's just, you've put all this work, time, dedication, money, energy, whatever you've put into this situation, everything's okay. This is just a matter of you right now taking this step back, taking a breather, kicking up your feet, and just allowing the rest of the pieces of this puzzle to kind of fall into place is basically the overall message. No matter what is happening here, guys. So if this is money or relationship, um, anything else here. Friend, I see friendships too, okay? So no matter what's happening in your life, you've done everything you can, okay? So no need to keep forcing it, no need to keep knocking on the door that's not going to open right now. Just breathe, okay? That's basically what's happening, okay? You can't do much more. You can't do much more. It's really interesting too because we have the strength card that came out of here twice here. Again, I was getting the sense of hopelessness. I've done it. I put in so much time, so much energy. I'm just tired here. But this is really about you. First of all, besides taking a break, okay? Just remaining strong, remaining positive, remaining compassionate to yourself, okay? This is also about being patient here, just kind of letting your lion take a nap. Maybe you are a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Um, maybe it is just time to kind of let the fire die out just a little bit here, because if you can honestly say you have done everything you possibly can. You have put so much energy into either your passion, your craft, whatever. You put so much in. You're causing yourself to, burn out here a little bit. But it's okay. It's all right to let it, things kind of settle down and cool off a little bit. Take a step back. Go have some fun for a change, instead of, you know, trying to make things so hard here. In a way, you're making things a little bit harder for yourself. You just have to know when to kind of pull away here, okay? Pull away and just let the universe kind of do its job here, okay? But at the same time, when you feel the flow of this energy start to pick back up, it's going to be important for you to, you know, go with it, okay? Don't force it, but go with it. But continue to remain strong here, okay? Remain strong. No more self-doubts is what they're saying here too. You know, this is very raw emotion here. When you, and it's even rawer, if that's even a word. It's even more raw. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. When you have a double message here, your emotions are becoming very, very raw at this point. They're very, very raw, very helpless. You know, you're just, but here's the thing: in the next 2 weeks, you are going to see things change. This is going to change, okay? For some of you guys, again, we're talking about money, but we're also talking about relationships here, okay? Because normally this is about a woman who makes the money to take care of her family, take care of herself, take care of her children, however you're seeing this energy. But this is usually like a woman who is single, but she does what she needs to do because she's in charge and she has priorities and responsibilities and things like this here, and this is what's creating that imbalance in this Two of Earth, okay? So you probably have over prioritized yourself here, running yourself ragged, running yourself thin, but the next 2 weeks, I promise you, are going to unfold exactly how you were anticipating them, okay? I think the biggest takeaway message for this energy is just you stepping back here, okay? It's just stepping back, okay? For me and how this energy is tying in, looking at the next 2 weeks, okay? It is very possible that somebody approaches you. Somebody, this person that's been on your mind, they come and they approach you. Somebody you're already feeling this chemistry with here, okay? Again, this is more of like a single woman, but you're understanding the connection, and so is the other person, okay? I think the two of you have a heart-to-heart conversation, and I'm hearing very specifically that there is a conversation that has to take place because of some children that are involved here, okay? But on the other side of this message is the fact that the two of you sit down and you have a conversation with each other to get a better understanding where each one of you are coming from, okay? Especially for the feminine energy in this reading. It's important for a woman, the woman in this energy, she says, I'm an independent, strong woman. However, I'm not going to have you come into my life and drag me down, be a person that doesn't have a job, doesn't keep a stable job, you have no stability in your life here, okay? It's a very, very direct message to this person that you're delivering, because in your mind, you're wanting long-term committed. You're wanting that long-term commitment, and that's showing up in this wedding card here. But you, as independent as you are, you're very open and you're very honest with this person. Again, that happens if you are a fire sign. You just, you come through and you tell it like it is, right? But you're very, very open when it comes to saying, I'm independent. I am not going to let you drag me down here. I need you to always uphold your end of the bargain. You have to have a job, okay? Otherwise, I mean, I could do this by myself, okay? Really, you can. So moving forward, I can tell that for a majority of this energy, this has been energy that you have been working possibly a lifetime on, okay? You've came up with the plan, you came up with that strategy of how you wanted things to be in your life here. For a lot of this, this was possibly going back to school, but you're very, very specific as to what you want in your life, okay? Now you're understanding how strong, incredibly strong you are, first of all, and you're understanding that how important it is for you to stand independently. And more importantly, you understand that that there are times where things don't necessarily show up in your life exactly how you thought. You still kind of go with it, okay? Because you understand like the laws of attraction and standing in the universe's way here. But nonetheless, you came up with a game plan for your life. And everything that you have been working so hard on is about to show and pay off here in the next couple of weeks for you, okay? Whether it is about new partnerships, new relationships, but you're signing contracts here in two energies, okay? This is about having the money, the resources, and whatever it took to get you to this point. You're signing these contracts next week or in the next 2 weeks, okay? So you're there, or you're here. But the energy is that you can rest at this point. You can rest. There's nothing more that you can do. Nothing else that you need to do, okay? So this is you. This is really in conjunction, these two energies. This is about you moving forward and moving on into, really about, because you've been wondering, is this ever going to turn out? And it does. This is all your wishes and dreams that are really coming full circle here. And again, this is a result of all of this remaining positive, staying strong, compassionate to people, compassionate to yourself, but understanding that you really wanted what was best for you in your life here, okay? It's just a powerful energy. Like, I'm not settling for anything less than this energy, okay? I've been through the ringer. I've been through it all, and I refuse to let people stand in my way, let somebody to dampen my light here. It's none of that. No more of that, okay? Your will, it's like your wish is my command, basically. But you've done everything that you've come up with such an amazing plan, and this is all really starting to come full circle here, okay? A lot of your dreams and your wishes, all the blessings are coming through, even though you're kind of tired, you're feeling hopeless, okay? So I think there's the additional pressure. There was some additional pressure when it came to there are some last minute decisions in this energy that I felt that had to be addressed for you, and I think this is where some of this pressure and energy are coming from. But because you are such a powerhouse, you're strong, you're independent, you're really coming through as a fire sign, okay? Very confident. There's some last minute details, last minute decisions that had to be made to kind of complete and finalize the journey and that strategy here, okay? It's far more important for you just to kind of listen to yourself here, listen to your intuition, and the decisions will basically make themselves, okay? It is very possible that you do need to maybe ask people. There's plenty of support. What would you do? What would you do, right? But moving forward, because even in this energy too, we're talking about asking others for help, leaning on people, asking other people's opinions. But all of this resolves itself. The decisions that that you're left to make here are just gonna kind of make themselves, because you understand that you just kind of have to get out of the way here. You really get out of the way, okay? That's what's important. You've done everything you can do to make it happen right now. It's just a matter of you stepping back, just go out and have some fun. Let the universe do the rest of the work here, okay? But, you know, if you feel the need to talk to people, I would. Any last minute, you know, just some extra advice. I get the sense that you do have a really great support system. You have a lot of resources and people that you can lean on here. But, all of this is coming full circle in a very peaceful kind of way here, okay? Especially when it comes to this relationship that showed up here, You guys just have a better understanding here. I think uh, there's almost like a whisper of a divorce in here. Some of you guys might have been thinking about a divorce or a separation in this energy. But I think again, I feel like you've done everything you possibly could do in this situation, and by having that heart-to-heart conversation, the situation resolves itself in a very peaceful kind of way. Okay, maybe you won't have to, go through that divorce here. Okay, it is very possible that this can tie into, in any direction. In any direction, you're starting over, you're rebuilding. This is the Tower card. Which actually came out in pile number 2, but it is very possible that if this was a change in career, asking people and talking to your friends and they say, what do you think? What do you think, right? Okay? And your friends will probably tell you the same thing. Listen, you've done everything you can possibly do to move things along here. And any good friend will say, you know what, just take a break here. Just take a break. You don't have to have this whole thing figured out, but I honestly, I feel within the next 2 weeks, all of this, I was going to say that all of this is about to come full circle here, okay? When they talk about finding your balance, it's a matter of you staying in the present moment here. Stop getting so far ahead of yourself. Don't think that you have to push with the laws of attraction here, okay? It's really just a matter of setting your intentions, putting in, your efforts, and just allowing this to come through. So you could really start to see and start to just kind of remain open to receive the gifts of the universe, okay? Again, too, that's really interesting because I was picking up, like you're really giving more than you're giving more to people and more to a certain situation in this energy than you're actually getting back in return here anyways. So to kind of spare yourself, any further anxiety, any kind of mental frustration or anything like that, I think it's just about you becoming a little more in alignment to the present moment here, okay? Things are coming full circle, and really it's like right at your fingertips. You so very ambitious, a lot of early goals, like you've planted the seeds so long ago. You've continued to nurture those seeds, water your seeds, take care of yourself, but at this point there's no sense of forcing anything else to move along here, okay? Take a step back. That's what I keep feeling like I should be saying to you. Because really, again, everything's coming full circle. All your wishes, all of your dreams, everything that you hope for is coming through here, okay? So, again, don't feel like, I almost feel like telling you, you deserve this. You worked very hard for this, okay? But just be ready to receive. Be ready to receive this, okay? I have a feeling that this is gonna, when it comes through, when it comes around, you're just be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like, you're gonna have this excitement come through, and you're gonna be like, I can't believe this is actually happening. even though you've been making it happen, you've been working hard, on making it happen, you know. Again, don't worry about too much of this here. It's coming through, okay? It's coming through here. This is again, I'm feeling when the stretch card, this is about you just you know, chilling out for a minute. Just accept what's happening right now for a minute, okay? Accept it. It's almost like that serenity prayer, you know, just accepting the way things are for the moment. You know, you understand you can't do anything further. You can't change people. You can't change the situation, but just kind of accepting it, but also taking a step back from it, stretching. Again, this is why I was feeling like this is, you know, about just going out, having some more fun, maybe connecting with the earth. They just said drinking some more water. I don't know why. Some of you guys are probably not drinking enough water here. That's probably... Anyways, guys, I do feel very, very positive about the next 2 weeks for you, okay? So what is the take-home message? Breathe, okay? There's not too much more that you're going to be able to do. We're just going to allow the situation to kind of come along here, okay? And it will definitely do that for you. So pat yourself on the back right now, because all of that hard work and dedication that you've been putting either into a situation or a connection or even into yourself right now is about to pay off, okay? Don't give up, don't give in, and convince yourself that maybe it's not happening because you're not worthy of it, because that's not what's happening here, okay? Get ready to receive. Get ready to receive, okay? You deserve this. You deserve this, okay? So let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if it has. Make sure to check out my gift shop, guys, and I love you bunches, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.